What's up guys, it's Minnesota here, and this video is going to be the second video in the My 2 Cents series that I'm going to be doing. And this video is going to be talking about clickbait in all of its glory. Because clickbait recently has been a very controversial topic as well as popular. And today I'm going to be talking about 3 YouTubers in particular that I have noticed tend to be a little bit more clickbaity, I guess you would call them. So let's get right into this video. Okay, so the first YouTuber that I'm going to be talking about today is the Pro Gamer J. The reason I'm going to be talking about him first is because he has the most subscribers out of the 3 YouTubers that I'll be talking about today, as well as a majority of his videos are face cams. As if you guys have ever seen any of his videos, he starts out with a very poorly photoshopped intro, and that's about the most interesting part of his videos. The rest of the video is him either opening supply drops or talking about somebody that sent him a picture of some secret thing that they found, and he's saying, but remember guys, this is probably fake, so you can't get me in trouble if this is fake. You can't get mad at me because I told you that it might be fake. But then he has other videos that he likes to call pro versus hacker, which he calls them this because he knows that little kids will click on the video if they hear the word hacker, because they like to see the enormous kill streaks that these hackers go on, and it's usually not even an actual hacker, it's him and his friends playing, and they like to call each other hackers because of good kill streaks that they go on, and so he titles it hacker to get people to click on it, which is another part of the clickbait series that he has. I'm gonna call it a series because that's what it's turning out to be. So now on the screen I'm gonna be showing a little clip that I took from his channel, and if you'll notice, with a majority of his thumbnails, he's got either the red arrow or the red circle. That's mainly the reason I feel that people will tend to click on these types of videos, because it's got the huge red circle around some part of the screen, or a huge red arrow pointing to a gun or some other part of the video. But when he makes these videos, the arrow and the circle, whatever it's pointing to, has nothing to do with the video a majority of the time. He will say like, oh, I bet you didn't know this was in Black Ops 3, and then he'll have that red arrow pointing to something irrelevant that is on the screen at that time in the thumbnail. And I personally get kind of annoyed when I see how many views these videos have, because there's people that are legitimately trying to make good content on YouTube, and they are not being noticed as much as these clickbait thumbnail videos, because they've got the bright red or some other kind of bright colored circle or arrow or anything else like that is attracting people's attention. So those people that are actually trying to make good content are being either ignored or just plain out like they aren't seen because of these thumbnails. And it's not only Pro Gamer J. I'm gonna talk about other YouTubers later on in the video, and you'll see that these thumbnails are a reoccurring thing on a lot of channels. So now I'm going to be showing you Pro Gamer J's intro, and I will be showing you why I have a problem with the way these people make YouTube videos.
Do you want some free COD points?
Yes.
Well, you can get some free COD points right now by clicking the link in the description titled Free COD Point.
Now, you probably can see why a lot of people have a problem with the way he does his intro and the way a lot of other YouTubers do their intro. Because if you were to click the link in his description like he told you, none of what he said is true. What you do when you click that link is it'll have you fill out a survey that has nothing to do with COD points or Call of Duty or anything like that. And if it doesn't have you do a survey, it has you download an app off of the App Store and have it running for a certain amount of time. And no matter how long you have the app running, it will not work. I know this out of experience because I used to be like a lot of other little kids that didn't want to work for certain things, so that is what they're doing. They're continuing the trend of having links in your description that bring you to places that don't do what they're advertised to do, and it makes them more money. So I hope that you guys in the future, if you ever see this, don't click the link. Thank you for that, and I will be moving on to the next YouTuber. Okay guys, so for this next part of the video, before I start, I'm going to just tell you that this video might end up being a little bit longer than I expected it to, because as I was looking at the channels that I'm going to be talking about, I saw on the right side they had a few channels linked, like how you can have related channels or channels that you make YouTube videos with or play with. And I checked out a few of those channels, and it turns out there's even more YouTubers that I didn't even know existed that are making the same types of videos. So I'm gonna add those in along with the ones that I'm already going to talk about. So I hope you enjoy this video, even though it's gonna be a little bit longer. So the next YouTuber I'm going to be talking about is iTanked, and the reason that I've included him is because if you go and check out his channel, a lot of his videos are very similar to Pro Gamer J's, in the sense that a lot of the any wording that he has on the screen is brightly colored, usually like yellow or bright red, or he has a bright red arrow pointing to some point on the screen, and that's the reason that I chose to include him as well, because he wasn't one of the original 3 that I was going to talk about today. But again, because I saw him on Pro Gamer J's channel, and I guess now that I'm thinking about it, any of those YouTubers that you were to look at that are on Pro Gamer J's channel, you could probably just assume that their videos will be clickbait, or they will be saying, click the link to get free COD points, because that is also the intro to a lot of YouTubers' channels, and I wish that there would be some way for us to get them to stop doing that, because really the sites that they tell you to go to, they'll either give you a virus, or you'll have to fill out some survey to get a free iPhone or get free COD points, and you fill it out and you never see anything that it says it's going to give you. And usually what the YouTuber has is like maybe a contract or something that says for every time that somebody clicks on this link, they get paid a certain amount of money because that company wants people to click the link and go to their site so that they get more traffic or something. I have no idea, but pretty sure those YouTubers get some benefit from people clicking that link. Otherwise, I don't really see a reason why they would put that in their video. And that's just another part of the clickbait. So this part got off topic. So back to iTanked. He is in the middle for the amount of subscribers that he has compared to a lot of the other YouTubers on here. And later in the video, I'm going to be talking about a few others that are either a little bit smaller than he is or bigger. So this is the end of this part, and we'll get right into the next one after this. Now I'm going to be showing a clip on screen that I took from iTanked's YouTube channel, just to show you a bit of the type of video that he makes and why I'm including him in this video. And he has 234,000 subscribers, so not as much as ProGamerJ. And there's a YouTuber that I'm going to talk about a little bit later on in the video who has even more than Jay. And this should be the last part that I'll be talking about iTanked. This part wasn't supposed to go on for this long, but I hope you still enjoy it. And I'm gonna get into the next YouTuber right after this. So now I'm gonna show you iTanked's intro to his videos, and I hope you guys see why I dislike these YouTubers so much. And to explain the reason, it's because they're basically scamming little kids into getting them more money by clicking those links. Because I'm fairly certain that every time a link gets clicked, every time that link gets clicked, they make a small profit, and by having the clickbait videos, they get more kids to see that link, so more kids will end up clicking that link because they're offered free COD points. So now here's
Want free COD points, ain't got money. Stop using Razorback. Listen here, buddy. There's a link in the description. I want you to tap. Click that, earn points, download the app.
So as you could see from his intro there, he's doing pretty much the exact same thing as ProGamerJ, only he's put his little spin on it. And I don't like, when I watch those intros, it doesn't make any sense to me how people actually believe that you can get free COD points from that website, because it is a bit.ly website, which if you've ever seen any online survey or link like that, it usually brings you to a website where you do a survey that just goes on forever. It never gives you an end product, and if it does, it usually asks you, like, you have to order a coupon for something in the end, or you have to, there's many different things that it will have you do, but even if you do them, you never end up getting the COD points. And that's why I believe that these YouTubers are just getting paid to say that's how they're getting their free COD points, which I think sucks for kids that actually believe them. And now I'm going to be moving on to the next YouTuber. Now on to the next YouTuber that I'm going to be talking about, and his name is Exility. Many of you probably know who he is. He has 261,000 subscribers, and I included him in the array of other clickbaiters mainly because, in my opinion, he is probably the worst out of all of them. He is there's been many YouTubers that have exposed him, is what they call it. And mainly the reason is because every video he has, he includes his face and he's making some sort of reaction gesture to things that don't need to be reacted to. Like when he was talking about unlocking back when on Black Ops 3 when we unlocked the prize fighter gloves, he's acting like it's some big thing that he opened out of a supply drop, but in reality everybody got it. So I don't understand. He makes all of these videos and people watch and they actually believe that he's going to be showing them something that they haven't seen before, which is my main problem with him. So say what you will about Exility, him and his group of friends that he plays with are all, I characterize them as the worst of the worst for clickbaiting, just because he was the first major YouTuber that I had seen that he has more big red arrows than everybody else and all of this. So that is what I have to say about him for the first part. I'm probably going to add in a second part right after this, and then I'm going to be showing you guys his free COD point intro, just like the last two YouTubers. So the main thing that I have to talk about now with Exility is the fact that a lot of his videos are talking about the exact same thing. Like his first video will be talking about unlocking the Path of Sorrows, which is the sword, the katana that you can get from Black Ops 3. And then he'll make a video unlocking the gold for it, and then unlocking dark matter for it. Which I get why he makes them. I don't get why people watch them, because they usually end up being the same video, only it's a different weapon. So that's the last part for Exility. Now we'll watch his intro, and I think you'll see a little bit of a similarity between his iTankids and Pro Gamer J's.
Ever wanted free crypto keys and COD points?
Oh, we got it! Yes!
Check the link in the description below titled Free COD Points, and you can have reactions like that every single day.
What is up, guys? Exility.
So as you could see from his intro there, the same company that sponsors both Pro Gamer J and iTankid sponsor him as well. And in his intro, he does it a little bit differently by saying that if you go to this website, you will have reactions to opening good things out of supply drops every single day. But the problem that I have with that is that he's making a promise that can't be fulfilled, because supply drops are completely random. There's really no way to tell right away whether or not you're gonna get something good out of a supply drop. So that's my main problem with his intros, mainly because his is the exact same as iTankid's and Pro Gamer J's, except that he adds in a promise that you'll get good things every single day because you get these supply drops. So guys, this is going to be the last YouTuber that I'll talk about, just because this video ended up being a lot longer than I expected it to be. And if you guys want, I can add in a part 2, and just let me know down in the comments whether or not that is something that you would like to see, or if you just want me to move on because I've got other things that I could talk about in this series. So just let me know down in the comments whether or not you want me to continue talking about this or move on. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope you enjoy.
you will tell.